Grade 1 Teacher's Guide, Revised Edition 2018. The Grade 1 Learning English with the Iqbals, Revised Teacher's Guide 2018 has been made based on feedback received from schools. What is different about this revised teacher's guide is that it contains complete lesson plans with detailed instructions on how to teach each lesson. This revised TG is replacing the previous TG, so please only use the revised teacher's guide 2018 when teaching. The revised TG contains specific guidelines for teachers on how to teach the Learning English with the Iqbals Grade 1 book. It contains an overview of the book, the yearly division, and tells what are the expectations from the teachers. The Grade 1 Learning English with the Iqbals book is divided into two parts. Number 1, ESL or English as a Second Language, and number 2, Reading Program. In ESL, students learn how to talk about themselves, their families, and their environment. The expectation from the students is that they should be able to understand the ESL stories and the vocabulary, but they are not expected to read them accurately and fluently. They should be able to read and understand the meaning of the sight words. Reading Program. In the reading program, students learn how to read short stories independently using phonics. It is a step-by-step phonics approach in which we start from the most basic skill of listening to sounds. The expectations from the students is that they should be able to read stories that contain 3 to 4 letter word family words and sight words independently by the end of the year. Number of periods per week. Let us now look at the number of periods in which the Learning English with the Iqbals book will be completed. The Grade 1 Learning English with the Iqbals syllabus will be taught in either 5 or 6 English periods a week. Yearly plan at a glance. In the beginning first 4 weeks, 3 periods will be used to teach the ESL program and 2 periods will be used to teach the reading program. Later, from weeks 5 to 30, 2 periods will be used to teach the ESL program and 3 periods will be used to teach the reading program. If your school is part of the Padho Saath Saath program, you will teach Learning English with the Iqbals in 5 periods and the remaining 1 period will be used for the Padho Saath Saath program. If your school is not a part of the Padho Saath Saath program, then you will spend 6 periods on Learning English with the Iqbals. 6th Review Period. An ABC, anticipation, building knowledge, consolidation, lesson framework needs to be followed when you're planning the 6th review period. Phonics. The teacher's guide also talks about what phonics is and why we teach it in much detail. What is phonics? Phonics is a method of teaching how to read which shows us the relationship between letters and their sounds. For example, the letter A has the sound A. Why do we teach phonics? The students in the TCF context come from backgrounds where their mother tongue is not English and they have very little exposure to it outside their classrooms. For students who learn English as a foreign language, the phonics approach is used to teach reading effectively. The Learning English with the Iqbal series also follows the systematic phonics approach as it is used worldwide to teach reading by sounding out unfamiliar words easily. Sight words. The sight words are the words that are commonly used and repeated in the English language. They sometimes do not follow the rules of sounding out and spelling. Students must learn to read them by sight. This means that the students don't read the words by decoding, but by looking at it many times. For example, the, what, he, she, no, and. The teachers should follow the hear, see, say, read strategy as mentioned in the lesson plans to teach the sight words. Here, if the teacher has to teach the sight word rain, she will say the word rain and explain its usage in a sentence. For example, let us play in the rain. I love when it rains. See. Next, she will show the students the word rain on the flashcard. Say. She will then repeat the word rain thrice with the students. Read. She will then show the students the flashcard and ask them to read the word rain from it. Student Learning Outcomes, SLOs. The student learning outcomes are the knowledge and the skills that the students should be able to demonstrate by the end of the year. For example, students will be able to respond to basic greetings. Students will be able to hold, open, and turn the pages of a book correctly. Students will be able to hold a pencil correctly. Student learning outcomes have been divided into the following sections: vocabulary, listening and speaking, reading, writing, and grammar. The daily lesson objectives have been made from these SLOs. If the students are able to demonstrate the daily lesson objectives, then they will automatically be covering all the given SLOs by the end of the year. You can use these SLOs especially when filling in the observation register. English word wall. The English word wall is a part of the wall in the classroom which has both the phonics and sight words. The purpose of the wall is to make sure that the students are able to see and review the words taught daily. The English word wall contains the name of the reading program story, sight words, and phonics words related to it. Flashcards. The phonics and the sight words flashcards have been given to you. They should be changed according to the story you are on. Workbook answer key and glossary. The teacher's guide also contains an answer key of the workbook and the meanings of all the important terms in the form of glossary at the end of the teacher's guide. Lesson plans. Please give reference from the revised teacher's guide of the lesson you will be teaching in your own lesson planner. Introduction pages. Please read the introduction pages at the beginning of the revised teacher's guide 2018 carefully so that it may help you better understand how to teach the Learning English with the Iqbal's Grade 1 book.